This dishwasher filter has not been properly cleaned in years. The mesh is coated in brown grease, the drain area is packed with food sludge, and the entire machine smells dirty even after a hot cycle. Now watch what happens when ordinary 3% hydrogen peroxide touches it. White foam rises immediately. Brown liquid runs away from the filter. The reaction looks so powerful that it seems capable of replacing an expensive dishwasher cleaner. But when the bubbles collapse, the most important part of the test is still stuck to the plastic. Today we are finding out what hydrogen peroxide actually does to years of grease inside a dishwasher. Does it dissolve the fatty coating, clear the filter, remove the odor, and clean the hidden drain? Or does it react with exposed food residue while leaving the grease that causes the real problem? Before opening anything, the dishwasher is empty and switched off. We are not pouring peroxide into the detergent dispenser or running it through a wash cycle. Dishwasher detergents can contain ingredients that should never be combined with an unknown cleaner, and hydrogen peroxide must never be mixed with bleach, vinegar, ammonia, or other household chemicals. The owner's manual determines which parts can be removed and how they should be cleaned. The bottom rack comes out first. Under the spray arm is the circular filter. When we twist and lift it, the source of the problem becomes obvious. What looked like one layer of grease is actually a mixture of cooking fat, starch, protein, detergent residue, mineral deposits, and tiny food particles. Some material is soft and slippery. Some has dried into a hard brown crust. The filter protected the pump by catching all of it, but now the blocked mesh is preventing dirty water from circulating and draining normally. We divide the removable filter into two test areas. One receives peroxide alone. The second will later be cleaned with warm water, mild dish soap, and a soft brush, which is the method many manufacturers specify for removable filters. The treatments are kept separate, and the filter is rinsed completely between them. This is important because we are comparing results, not creating a homemade chemical mixture. Peroxide touches the first area, and the foam begins within seconds. It creeps through the mesh and carries small brown particles with it. That reaction is real. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes into water and oxygen, and contact with certain organic material can speed up the release of oxygen bubbles. The bubbling can loosen fragments and oxidize some exposed residue. It may also reduce part of an odor or lighten a dark stain. But the size of the reaction does not measure how much grease has been removed. Grease resists water. A good degreasing cleaner normally needs surfactants that surround oil and help lift it into the wash water. Peroxide is an oxidizer, not a complete detergent. When the foam stops, we wipe the treated section with a white cloth. The cloth collects dark particles, yet the plastic still feels slippery. Push a cotton swab into the filter folds and thick yellow-brown material comes out. Now the control area is washed under warm running water with mild soap and a soft brush. There is much less drama. No mountain of foam appears. But the soap breaks the greasy film into cloudy water while the brush reaches the corners that peroxide never touched. After rinsing, this section no longer feels slippery, and light passes through more of the mesh. That is the first major reveal. Hydrogen peroxide created the better visual. Soap, water, and physical removal created the cleaner filter. Next, we inspect the sump opening beneath the filter. This is where a dangerous shortcut begins. People see sludge below the removable parts and pour an entire bottle into the hole. But underneath that opening may be a pump cover, impeller, seals, sensors, wiring, and a drain hose. Peroxide cannot pull out a piece of bone, broken glass, a label, or a compact plug of food. It may loosen surface material and carry it farther into the pump. Only debris that the manual allows the owner to access should be removed. Standing water is lifted with a sponge where instructed, and visible foreign objects are handled carefully because sharp glass can hide beneath the water. If the machine will not drain, leaks, makes a grinding noise, or requires access beyond the removable cover, the correct next step is service, not more liquid. Now look at the lower spray arm. Several holes are partly sealed by greasy crumbs and mineral crust. Peroxide bubbles around the organic material, but the blocked openings do not magically clear. The spray arm must be removed only if the manual permits it, rinsed, and its holes cleared using the approved method. If water cannot exit evenly, dishes above may stay dirty even when the filter looks bright. There is another reason not to judge the machine while everything is wet. Water temporarily makes steel shine and dark plastic look cleaner. We allow the removable filter to dry completely. Under direct light, the peroxide-treated section has pale blotches and greasy streaks. The washed section looks more even, and its mesh is visibly open. The peroxide did something, but the wet foam exaggerated how complete that something was. After every approved removable part is cleaned, rinsed, dried, and locked back into its correct position, the spray arm must rotate freely. A loose filter can allow food to reach the pump or redeposit on dishes. The machine can then be cleaned only according to its manual, using a compatible dishwasher cleaning product if one is recommended. The first empty cycle should be watched for leaks, unusual sounds, standing water, or a returning odor. And that returning odor is the final test. If the smell comes back after one cycle, the source may be trapped debris, a restricted drain hose, stagnant water, a plumbing connection, or contamination in an area peroxide never reached. Masking the smell is not the same as correcting drainage. So what does hydrogen peroxide actually do to years of dishwasher grease? On a compatible removable surface, it can oxidize exposed organic residue, loosen some particles, lighten staining, and create dramatic oxygen foam. It does not reliably emulsify a thick, fatty film. It cannot scrub blocked mesh, pull solid debris from a pump, open every spray hole, remove mineral scale, or prove that the hidden drainage path is clean. The brown bottle wins the first 4 seconds because the reaction is spectacular. The approved cleaning method wins after drying because it removes oily material. The goal is not to make grease bubble. The goal is to remove it without pushing debris deeper, damaging components, or mixing chemicals inside the machine. Years of buildup require access, compatible cleaner, gentle agitation, thorough rinsing, and a clear drain. Foam is only the beginning of the evidence, never the final verdict.